Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops.
Out singing and out chanting and out screaming the Mexicans, but then I think the Mexicans came back, and then with David Benavides there, who had a spectacular knockout. There he is, coming up as well. And of course with Mikey Garcia, not just winning. We started to slowly work this Irish crowd, and I think these guys have a lot of new fans in Ireland, and those guys tonight, they really made a name for themselves, and it was a spectacular performance. Obviously with Mikey Garcia, it was not just winning a world title against somebody, it was against somebody who was undefeated, one of the biggest punchers in the sport, the biggest puncher, most dangerous guy in the division. And Mikey didn't just win, he really made a statement tonight that he's back, bigger, better, and bolder, and badder than he's ever been. And tonight, in this room here, where I was fortunate to have many press conferences before with big names like Floyd, and Oscar, and others, I can tell you it wasn't a star was born, it's a superstar. This is a superstar who will capture the pay-per-view audience here in the United States as well, and he's the guy we have been waiting for our sport, to carry our sport, to make it mainstream again, and I am so pumped. I mean, that was just absolutely spectacular. So I'm very proud, Mikey, and if you guys have any, if you want to come up and say a few words. Woo!
Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you. I just want to thank everybody, starting, Richard Schaefer of the MGM, Steven Espinosa at Showtime, the media, all you guys, all my fans, all my supporters. We're back, and this, like I said, I keep telling you guys, the best is yet to come. This is only the beginning. It's early in the year, but I think we're off to a good start. Congratulate, Leo when he comes up here. I want to congratulate him too. Great victory. Carl Frampton put up a great fight. Benavides, great performance. Red Catch, all guys. We all come up here to give you guys a great show, give you guys, fights to enjoy. That's what we do as fighters. And it's our job, but it's really, the support from the fans that we do it for. In regards to my fight, I'm just very happy. I don't think I've been this happy any other occasion. This is my third world title, but the other two were, I don't know, for some reason it weren't maybe as meaningful, or I just didn't feel that, impact or anything. I won my first title and it was like not a big deal. I won my second title, it was like, again, okay, whatever, not a big deal. This time it just means more to me. And even before the fight, when we're still in the locker room, I told my guys, I'm more happier this time than ever. I'm more excited. Something's up, I don't know. And finally winning that, the way the fight ended, it was just unbelievable. I got the support from the fans, everybody. It was just wonderful. I got very emotional, and I'm also very glad that my opponent's okay. I heard he was recovered and he was cleared from the medical offices, and I'm very, thankful for that. But he was obviously, he was a well-worthy champion. He came in here, very confident, dangerous. I stuck to my game plan, and I had good results. I don't know what else to say except I'm very, very happy. If anybody wants to obviously ask me some questions, I know we were already discussing some stuff earlier.
Mikey, congratulations. So you have 3 titles in 3 different weight classes now. When I was at your camp the other day, Robert was telling me that you might be able to go as high as 147 and maybe win at 140, 147. Can you talk about that, how high you want to go in weight classes?
Right now, my main focus is 135 pounds. I feel very comfortable here at the lightweight division. I feel fast, I feel strong, I feel, more comfortable than ever. But we do have, plans to, in the future, move up to 140 pounds. That might be later this year. It might be next year. Had I not stopped fighting, I would have already been at 135 and maybe thinking 140 right around now. So 140 is very likely that we'll jump up soon. But 147 might take another year or two before we can actually consider that. If the right opportunity is there and the right fight and it makes sense for me and I feel comfortable with 147, we'll consider that when that time is right. But right now it's 135 with pretty close at 140.
Hi, Mikey. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
How comfortable were you in there? I mean, right at the beginning, before the fight began, it looked like you were waving to some of us at the media section. Talk about that.
I'm just, it's nothing new to me, kind of. It just seems kind of natural to me to just be up there and do what I gotta do. I don't feel pressure, fighting on a big stage or because of the fans, or I just don't feel that really. I'm comfortable in there. I mean, I enjoy that. I love that. And so I'm looking around for people, recognizing people, looking at the media, looking at my family, some friends, just to see where they're at, and kind of just take it all in. But I just feel very comfortable in there. Once the bell rings, of course, it's time to get to work. We dictate the pace, dictate the fight, but I'm always aware of the surroundings.
Mikey, congratulations. That was amazing.
Thank you.
I want to talk a little bit about the strategy. How important was establishing the jab in the first round for you?
Well, the strategy was, to fight at a right distance off the jab. We've seen him. He's very dangerous with his overhand left, and it seems like that's kind of what he was waiting for and kind of setting up. I didn't allow him to set up. I kept that jab right in his face. I kept circling to my left to avoid his left. I feel very comfortable using my left hand, very comfortable against the southpaw. Traditionally, a lot of trainers and spectators would assume against the southpaw you gotta go forward, you gotta put pressure, push him to the ropes. He's no longer a southpaw at the ropes. When he has his back to the ropes, he's no longer a southpaw. Use the right hand, it's down the middle. Yeah, but I feel comfortable moving to my left and circling and using my left hand more. That will set up the right hand. That sets everything up for me. I can hold him, I can push him with my left, I can measure him with my left, I can start, hurting him with the left. And that's exactly what it did. And when a moment came, land that right hand, it was perfect.
Mikey, you mentioned obviously staying at 135 and trying to unify divisions. Considering the fight didn't go very long, how soon do you think you'd be back in the ring, and what names out there would you see the most?
Well, I'm comfortable, getting in the ring soon. I mean, give me, another 2 or 3 months and I could be back. I'm not injured, I'm not hurt. I didn't get cut at all, so, I could be back very, very soon. Regarding names, I'm willing to fight anybody right now at 135. I would love the opportunity, like I said, to unify titles, but I know the champions also have their schedules, their agendas, and some already have fights lined up for the next few months. So we'll probably have to wait later, maybe a few more months, 6-9 months before we can actually unify. But in the meantime, I don't want to be waiting. I want to be active. So if I can get back in the ring soon, I'd really, really appreciate that opportunity to get back and show everybody what I can do.
Mikey, back here in the back.
Yes.
So right now you're not signed by any promotional companies. Would you take on Lomachenko at 35 and fight a top-ranked fighter?
If Lomachenko moves up to 135 and Bob Arum and their company decides to reach out to me, I would definitely be willing to sit down and take on him. I haven't heard anything from their side, mentioning my name. I hear the media, fans mentioning that name, as a possible matchup, but I still haven't heard anything from their promoter or management or anything like that.
Mikey, you said winning the championship of the world was different this time. It really felt it this time. Why is that? Is it because it was the WBC belt in comparison to the WO, or the layoff made you grateful? What is it?
I don't know if it's just one thing. I think it's a combination of things. One, my dad, my brother had always wanted to have that WBC at home. Being involved, in boxing, there's other titles, but for some reason WBC always holds a special place in everyone's, list, and now I get to do that for them. The layoff also, layoff also kind of like sparked that fire and that passion for the sport again. Seeing all the fans out there supporting me, no one forgot about me during the 2.5 years that I was gone, and it showed tonight. It showed in my return fight in July, and it showed again today. I think it's a combination of everything. All these things put together just filled me up with more joy and more excitement than ever before. This time I won the title, and I feel like it was maybe like my first time winning the title. I really feel happy inside, unlike the first and second time that I won them. Like I said, those times it was like, no, not a big deal to me. It was just like whatever. But this time I'm very, very happy. Anybody else here? No? All right. Well, thank you very much, guys.
Great job from Robert as well. December, he guided with a perfect game plan Amp Navarez to a world title. Amp was right there. And now he solved the DEJAN puzzle, which so far before nobody else was able to. So a big hand of applause for Robert Garcia as well.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, do you guys have any questions for Benavides?